a baby eating its mom, but the mom wanting the baby to eat her for sustenance. Hello and welcome back to the universe. Today, this is gonna be more of like a get ready with me because today I'm gonna be telling you the best Korean dramas of 2020 to watch during your Thanksgiving break / Christmas season time. So a lot of the products that I will be testing out today, they're newer purchases of mine. All right, so let's go. I wrote down a small note. I have 7 total, but 6 that are like top, and then one of them is like more of my personal favorite. I only know one other person that watched this drama and loved it. And this is in no order. Started in December 2019 and then aired into this year, so I counted it. It's Crash Landing on You. 사랑의 what? 불시착? That's what it's called in Korean. I guess I'll give you a quick synopsis because like I'm not trying to be here all day. I gotta do this quick. Basically, a really rich CEO, Yoonseri. Shoot, I should have done more research, y'all. I'm sorry, but this very rich, beautiful CEO, she's like paragliding as her hobby of hers. Basically, she gets caught up in a tornado and ends up in North Korea. The first person to find her is the most beautiful soldier man. North Korean, high up there military officer. She's trying to get back to Korea because her family, her brothers are trying to take over her business. The first episode, I was like, what the fudge? She literally is paragliding and then gets caught up in a tornado and then crash lands into North Korea. And I was like, ah, come on. But the cast is so good. It's freaking Hyunbin and Son Ye-ji. The drama is so fun and it's super cute, and what's really cute are the side characters. There's North Korean other soldiers that are trying to help her, cover for her and help her get back to Korea, and then there's the villagers in North Korea, and they're so cute. I feel like they did such a good job with the side characters and it really helped round out the entire drama. So I highly recommend that if you're looking for really fun romance, kind of off the top, out of the box, over the top. It's nothing like real life. Like everything's either glitzy glam or like very like it's North Korea. Have you ever been there? No, exactly. Next is my personal favorite, Hospital Playlist. And oh my gosh. So Hospital Playlist is definitely, I will consider that drama like one of my top favorites, period. I loved that drama so much. It follows the life of 5 doctors and they're all best friends and they all met in college and they're in a band together and they all work at the same hospital. And oh my gosh, like the patient stories, just the relationships with the doctors, their families and all of that, it's so good. It's a very like humanistic drama. I cried a lot. That the cast is A-class. They play a song every episode, and the crazy thing is they all learned, like it's actually them playing and them singing. Yeah, Hospital Playlist is so good. I don't know how to explain it. Like Yoo Yeon-seok's in it, Jung Kyung-ho's in it, Jeon Mi-do's in it. She's new. She's like from the world of musicals. And then there's Cho Jung-seok. Honestly, all of these characters, they're so lovable. I want to say relatable. Not really, because I'm not a doctor, but I suppose if I do marry one, maybe that's how my life and their lives will be. And the medical accuracy is not too bad. Although Andy did tell me one time he was taking an exam and he saw a question and couldn't like remember from what he studied, but then went back to what he saw on Hospital Playlist and he was like, oh yeah, and he remembered seeing that, and so he answered the question that way and he got it wrong. So I don't know. I think they are still pretty accurate. A lot of intubation, a lot of liver transplants. I got this new Stix. I really like it. My first cream contour. The next drama is Itaewon Class. I feel like, honestly, I'm talking about a lot of popular dramas, so you probably have seen it, but so maybe you're not learning anything from this video, which is fine. You can just watch me. Startup and Itaewon Class kind of have similar young person that had rough beginning, trying to make it out and then be big. That's a terrible way to explain it. But no, Itaewon Class is actually more of a revenge story. And it has Park Seo-joon in it and Choi Seo. What's her real name? Kim Da-mi. That was a really good drama. It's not very realistic because it's like way too intense and it's a revenge story. The main character, Park Se-roi, his dad dies because his classmate in high school runs him over with his car. I don't know if that's a spoiler. I mean, it's like, okay, sorry. I don't know. Ignore that part. If you didn't watch the drama, sorry. Basically, it's a revenge story about getting revenge back on that high schooler and their family because the high schooler that ran the dad over is really rich and the dad's really rich. Park Se-roi's dad worked for that high schooler father's company, and basically Park Se-roi is on this like journey to open up a restaurant and basically become a really big franchise and beat the high schooler's dad. Characters are very, I don't know if eclectic is a good word, but they're very interesting and very four-dimensional. So I feel like they did a really good job there with that, especially the main girl characters. I don't want to give too much away, but I think it's a really interesting drama, how they framed the love story and the characters. Was it my all-time favorite drama? No, but it was a really, really, really good one. And Park Seo-joon's in it and he's so handsome. I don't know if it's the lighting that's making me look so dewy. I'm going to use Fenty Glow Cheeks Out Blush. This is really sheer though, so it's not that much. You don't see that much. Startup, I don't want to talk too much about it. And I was like, I didn't give a really good synopsis, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like I did. Startup is coming out right now, so it's definitely one of the top and getting a lot of attention. And that's probably because Han Ji-pyong is such a strong second lead and everyone's going nuts. This drama is about a young girl. So her dad wants to start a startup. She follows that dream, but as she follows that dream, something tragic happens to her. So her grandma is trying to lift up her spirits. So her grandma, who befriends this orphan, they start writing letters to Palmi and saying like, oh, let's be pen pals. And then they take somebody else's name because they don't want to reveal the orphan's name. They use Namdo-san's name. They grow up and they all meet when they're older and just goes downhill from there. Goes real downhill, but uphill for us because it's so fun. I love it, but it's very stressful. Yeah, I'm getting stressed out thinking about it because I just don't know how it's gonna go. I'm gonna leave that at that. I'm not gonna do highlighter because it looks so shiny. So the next drama is Psycho. No, It's Okay Not to Be Okay. In Korean, it's called Psycho지만 괜찮아? kenchanar? Psycho지만 kenchanar. In English, it's called It's Okay to Not Be Okay, which I feel like the direct translation is it's okay that you're a psycho. You're a psycho, but it's okay. The cinematography of the drama, I thought it was so beautiful. The transitions of this drama from like scene to scene, the cut transitions, so good. Like I feel like a lot of dramas, they just like cut like whatever, you know, just like blank cuts or whatever, which is fine, or they'll do like, you know, pans and things like that. But this drama, the transitions were really, really good. I don't know who edited the whole thing, but it was freaking good. And this drama was unique because it was a love story, but it was, I don't want to say it was not centered around mental health, but it definitely had a theme of mental health, which I feel like is super, super taboo in Korea. And I was really worried when I started this drama that they were going to turn the message of the drama into like, oh, if you find love in a significant other, that'll cure all of your mental health issues, which Korea does that all the time. And I was like, oh Lord, please not that, because that's just like not right, not true, and it's sending the wrong message. But I think they skirted that pretty well. Yeah, let me do my eyebrows and come right back because I just have so much to talk about. All right, moving quick. Use the NYX eyebrow pencil, super good. Anyways, I'm gonna work on my eyes as I talk to you about, did I finish talking to you about Psycho? I don't know, but let me just continue talking about it. Drama is centered on a nursing aide who has a mentally disabled brother who has trauma because he saw his mom get murdered, the mentally disabled brother. And he's the only person that saw it, so he saw who did it. Or he's like on the autism spectrum. He's not really able to talk about that traumatic experience, but because of that, the nurse aide and the brother, they're having to move around a lot when the seasons change because autistic brother will have nightmares. So they're always constantly on the move, and then the nurse aide, who's Kim Soo-yeon, fantastic casting, very handsome, very beautiful casting. Basically, they end up in a psychiatric hospital near the ocean and they encounter this beautiful children's story book writer. But this children's story book writer also has extreme trauma as well, so she's very dark, and she writes fairy tales, but her fairy tales are not like Cinderella, but they're like dark. A baby eating its mom, but the mom wanting the baby to eat her for sustenance. You know, like, oh, I don't want your kid to be reading it. But she's a really famous children's book writer, and basically it follows their story of overcoming their trauma and like finding happiness. And I thought, wow, it's a very fine line that they're walking on, because I was always nervous it would turn into just a complete love story, which it was a love story in the end. But I think they did a really good job of being cognizant about the themes around mental health and not centering it so much around, oh, two beautiful people that have like some hardship. It wasn't like that, you know? So it was very real, very raw as it gets. Of course, like they didn't do it perfectly. There were definitely parts of it that were really like personable and relatable. Also a little scary at times, so just beware. So now I have 2 more dramas to talk to. This is the first palette that Andito bought for me, I think. This was a personal high favorite of mine called Stranger. In Korean, it's called 비밀의 숲, which translates to Forest of Secrets, but on Netflix, it's called Stranger. And season 2 came out this year. I had never actually heard of this drama, so I didn't know how much of a hit it was. I was not aware of that. But my dad was like, Yuna, I need a drama to watch. And I was like, Father, I heard Stranger is good because I just saw a trailer on Netflix. Why don't you try that? And then he was like, and then I was like, Appa, I'll watch it with you. Okay, how about that? And then he was like, okay. So we started and we realized that there was a season 1. So we went to season 1. Holy guaca mother freaking moly. I think we finished that season in 2 weeks. And there's 16 episodes. And then we caught on to season 2 while it was airing. It's criminal justice, it's like detective, and it's about Korea's corrupt political system. It is so good. And the casting, Bae-duna is in it, and Cho Sung-woo. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think I talked about this in another video, but my love for Cho Sung-woo, like I didn't actually know who he was until this drama. After this drama ended, I started watching videos of him every day, and he's like originally a musical actor, so I started watching like his musical performances. So cute, and the drama is so good. The main prosecutor, Cho Sung-woo, his name is Hwang Shimok. He's a man of justice, and he is a man of principle and morality. And he basically is here to take down the corrupt Korean political system. And it just shows a lot of relevant issues that Korea is facing when it comes to corruption, prostitution, things like that, that are very under the table. Oh my gosh, the cases are so good. And it follows one main case, you know, about who killed, there's like a murder in the very beginning, and you're trying to figure out who killed this man and why, and then it just spreads. You know, the reason this man died is because he's connected to so many people, so he had a lot of stuff on these people, and these people end up being like prosecutors, lawyers, like people in politics, like the president. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely bonkers. But the drama is so well written. If you haven't seen it, honestly, I would highly, like, that's the drama I'm recommending to my friends to watch over this break. If you're down for like a pretty intense but like super good time, Stranger is freaking it. What am I gonna do with my eyes today? I feel like the list of dramas that I chose, there's like a mood for everyone and everything. So if you want youthful, cute, funny, witty, but kind of heart-wrenching and super hard second lead syndrome, Startup. And if you want something that's like, we can do it, a good revenge story, it'll be Itaewon Class. If you're looking for justice, criminal justice, prosecutors, bleep, blah, bloop, definitely Stranger. If you want medical drama, but also like a human drama that really follows lives of the doctors and hospital playlist. And if you love music, hospital playlist. If you want something a little bit more, it's not normal, I'd go with Psycho. And if you want something that's just bizarre but Descendants of the Sun vibes, Crash Landing. And then my last final recommendation that nobody asked for, but I love so much. It's more of like an honorable mention because I know some people might not agree with me, so I don't want to be like, it's the best, because it's a personal favorite. In Korea, there's something called the 주말 drama. And these weekend dramas are a hit with the age groups of like 50 and up. It's what my grandma watches. Oh yeah, I talked to my grandma about this drama. And I talked to my sweet Sarah, who is the only other person that I know that watched this drama. It's called Once Again, or 한 번 다녀왔습니다. It's 50 episodes and it aired on Saturday and Sunday. Also, I got the red vanilla coat and I'm gonna try it out. I'm so excited. I don't know how it's gonna look. These Korean 주말 dramas is always the same setting. Big family that all live in one house. It's very like Korean. Follows the life of family that has, so there's the mom and the dad, and they have 4 kids, a son, and then 3 daughters, and they are all married, and then they all end up getting divorced. Well, the 4th daughter, she doesn't get divorced, but her engagement breaks off. So it's basically following that storyline. And oh my gosh, the love stories on these, they're so cute. Nothing sexy about it at all. And honestly, I know none of my friends will watch it and no one will take this recommendation, but it's so good. Okay, I can't talk while I do my eyeliner. I'm sorry. I cried so much because it just like really reminded me of my family, just like normal hardships and just like happy things. The maknae love line is out of this world cute. Like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm gonna finish up my eyes. Love opening a fresh mascara. Oh, this wand is slightly curved. This is the All Day Rise, but it's curly in volume. The other one is curly and long. I'll have to give you guys an update because this is my first time using it. Actually, yeah, it might be, whoa, y'all. Is it? Dang, these, honestly, you can use either one and it's freaking good. What the fudge? All right, so I got this in my Yes Style package, Peri Pera Ink Airy Velvet, and it's orange brown. The shade is orange brown. It's true to its name. It's very orange brown and I like it a lot. Whipped matte, smells very, very good. I want to eat it, but it's very orange, very, very orange. So I'm gonna do a little patting motion. Anyways, this is the final look. I don't know actually if the lips are going. See, this lip is very interesting. The lip with this look is not cutting it. So I'm gonna take it off. Well, now that it's blotted out even more, I kind of like it. I really like this lip gloss. I just got it during the sale as well. Mixing these two is interesting. And it makes me look more orange. To be honest, I'm not like digging this look. Yeah, I have to be honest because I'm not refilming this. This is why I need to be paying attention when I'm doing my makeup, or else I'm gonna look like this. I liked everything that I used, but it's not a very cohesive look. It's fine, you're here for the drama information anyways, right? Anyways, the point of this video was to tell you about the best dramas out in 2020 and why you should watch them. Did I do a terrible job explaining? Probably, but should you still watch them? Yes, most definitely you should, because they will bring you all sorts of emotions. Let me know if you have any really good dramas that I didn't mention. I probably have seen it because I'm always watching them. That's it. As always, make sure to be nice to your parents, wear a mask, and watch one of these recommended dramas because it will not fail you. And if it does, sorry. Okay, bye.